Hey everybody, it's tequila time. So, something a little strange has happened. This Friday's video, or the video that will come out on Friday the 8th, was to highlight my new bottling, in bottle aging project. And so this is 5 days later. I started that on a Sunday. This is now Thursday evening. And, well, I think I'm done. Um, I just wanted to check on it, kind of put it away, left it alone for 5 days. But that's the American oak. This is the French oak. It's got a nice light straw color to it, nice flavor to it. And this is the cherry. So I've tasted them individually. I like the flavor profile. The American oak is a little oaky, but when you blend them together, you get a very nice. This is 3 parts American oak, 2 parts French, and 1 part cherry. It actually has a little bit of a rosé color. Um, so you get the barrel notes almost like you're dealing with mm, an extra añejo maybe, but then when you lighten it up with the French oak and then with the cherry, you get lots more fruit notes, more sweetness. Um, once I take the barrel stave out of the American, out of this one, and just let it rest, I think it'll be a little bit better. But this is 2 parts American, 2 parts French, 1 part cherry. It's a lot lighter. It's like a light reposado. Um, little less on the oak, but then again, a little bit better flavor. I, since this is an experiment, what I'm going to do, I'm going to blend 2 separate bottles, one with each um, ratios. Uh, I don't know how much is going to end up in each bottle, but I'm going to do one and then and just do portions of it. And I'm gonna, like I said, I'm going to measure it out with my graduated cylinder. We're going to do that, and then um, we'll go ahead and get it mixed. Do the blend in one, and then we'll do the blend in another bottle, um, and then we'll taste it and see how that goes. Um, it really, I get. You get the cooked agave, you get the oak presence, but you get fruit, and I can't. You get the sweetness of fruit. This one's a little heavier on the oak, and they're both light. I mean, they're not overly heavy, which I think I like that way. Um, but I think we get a little more blended up in there. I'm gonna put that up against the camera again. Look at that nice color. I'm just I'm so excited to put these together and see how it comes. Because what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to invite some people over, and we're going to do some tastings of these once I get them blended. Um, get some friends, get it together, and we're going to try it. Do it on camera, hopefully. We'll see how this all works out. But right now, I'm going to pull the staves out of the bottles off camera. I don't know how that's going to go. And then I'm going to start measuring off. I'll probably bring the camera back on when I start doing that, and putting it into a bottle. I've got a used square cask wing bottle that I'm going to use for the first batch. Um, I actually have another one down here that I'll use probably for the second batch. Um, and I'll be labeling these on which one's which. But um, this is going to be cool. I'm really liking this flavor profile, especially with in both of these. I like this a little bit darker. I like the almost a rosé color that comes out of it. Um, so we're gonna, like I said, I'm gonna probably take a little heavier swig of each one, and then make my final decision. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna stick with what I did. Um, I just did little samples with my pipettes, and sucked it out of the bottle, put it in the glass, swirled it all together, and oh, it's so good. um, I really thought this was going to take longer than 5 days. Um, Probably the pre-seasoning of the staves, in whatever, like I said in the beginning, the American oak is in bourbon, that was 113 proof. Um, the French oak was in a French Bordeaux wine, and then the cherry was done in it was Knob Creek rye, um, and so those have opened up the pores of that wood and allowed the tequila to do its job. That is that is the cherry in 5 days. 5 days. And then the French oak, see how much lighter it is? But it has a wonderful flavor profile. It just really, but then this is the one that gets me. And I'm understanding the science behind it, that opening up the pores of the wood with the bourbon allowed it to do this. Look at that color. Look at that dark, rich caramel color. So, and it by itself, it's a little oaky. Like I said, I take the oak stave out. I think that a lot of that goes away as I blend it. So, you know what happens after I finish this? We start with this. So, went to the liquor store today. Got me another bottle of Fortaleza Repo. Probably should have got me another bottle of Blanco. Oh well, we're gonna have fun with this. Let me get off camera. Let me get the staves out of here, and then we will get to measuring and pouring. I'll be right back. Okay, all the staves are pulled out, as you can see. The whole bottles. So we're just down to some blending. So I'm going to use the graduated cylinder, just for ease. I'm just going to do in milliliters. So I'm going to do 3 parts, 2 parts, so 30 milliliters, 20 milliliters, 10 milliliters of each one. Put it in the bottle, give it a shake, and hopefully it turns out like this one. Should, if I ratios are somewhat close to being the same. We're going to try it. So let's get to pouring. You know what? This is boring. Let's put some music on. See what we can come up with here. All right. Well, we're going to do more than that. We'll double this up. Go 60. And we're going to do 40. And then we'll do 10 milliliters of this. No, I want 20 milliliters of this. Oh, don't spill it. There's where we We don't need to see cascade, but let's see if I get a better light on that color. There we go. It's got a nice hue to it. So let's do the next one. We'll do 40, 40, 20. Now some French. And then some cherry. I made a mess here. So, this has been interesting. So, let's get a little color look on this one. I'm going to turn the camera just a little bit. We get a little more light in here. And then compare them. I don't know if we can. We get enough light. This one's a little darker. This one's a little darker. No great way to get light to it. Well, maybe there is. Hold on. Okay. This is the 2 parts, 2 parts, 1 part. Still not getting enough light on there. Put that against my hat so you can see the contrast in color. There's that. And that. Good Lord. So yes, they're a little bit, one's a little bit darker than the other one. All right. It's time for a taste. And then I'll probably just finish filling these bottles, and then we're going to see what everybody likes better. So let's give us a nice little taste. Oh man, what does this remind me of? It reminds me a little bit of Ocho Añejo, but Wow. Mm. Barrel influence there because I've got vanilla. Um, I've got like, I'm not gonna say cherry, but stone fruit of some kind. Nice little warmth. No burn, just warm. That's tasty. That is really tasty. Wow. That's just really good. I can't place it. I mean, it's not like anything I have on my shelf. I mean, it's not as overly, but it's, remember, we used Lalo, so Lalo is very, it's easy to drink. It's a little agave forward. It has, it's just an easy drinker, and it's delicious. This is the same way, but then you've got the barrel notes from, from the whiskey barrel, from the stave, and then you get the more mellow and fruity notes from the French oak, and then the cherry, which is just straight fruit notes going forward. Um, it's really good. So, in saying that, we're gonna mix some more of this up here in a little bit. But let's give this one a taste. And get a good look at that color. That is so good. The legs, tears sticking to the glass. Oh, see, this is more fruit, but not citrus. Sweet fruits. I mean, some of that's going to be the agave, but you get the light barrel notes. Like I said, cherries, um, maybe a plum would be closer to it. Let's give her a taste. Mm. A little bit more buttery mouthfeel. Um, that one, the first one's not bad. That one, all of a sudden, is just coating the inside. That buttery type of goodness feeling. You get some dryness, probably because it's just that young coming out of the bottle. But man, sweet, um, definitely tasty. Uh, it just, like I said, the smells are just beautiful coming out of here. The vanilla is there, but it's like you find in a cookie. Not really picking up any cinnamon or baking spices particularly, but wow. All right, guess we're gonna do some more mixing. Uh, Fill up some more of these bottles so I can let some people try it. Um, I'll let you know how this turns out because before I move on to the next thing, um, we'll have to see how this goes. So, guys, appreciate you watching my channel. Please tell your friends that we can get some more subscribers onto this thing and really get this thing to take off. If you have any suggestions for things for me to do, I've talked about maybe doing some drink throughs and some of the stuff I have most of the whole lineup, if not all of the lineup, on, which is not very many. Mostly it's Fortaleza and some Cascoine and some Ocho. I have a couple Eltosaurus, but those are Añejo and extra Añejos. So I'm just about out of everything but Fortaleza, and there's a reason because I've been stocking it up for one for this project for the Blancos, but I do have Blancos Repo, an A Añejo that's not opened. I have Still Strength, and I have a little bit 2023 Winter Blend that we could do a drink through on, and just kind of compare them together. That's one of the ones, like I said, and we could do Ocho. I could go pick up a bottle of regular Plata that would give me, except for having any of the Añejo stuff or the extra Añejo, but through the base ones, and be able to do somewhat of a drink through on them. Cascoine, I just have the square bottles. I don't have an Añejo from them. Can't get that in the Kansas City area yet, but I can get those two, the Blanco and Repo. So yeah, just give me some ideas if we want to do some more barreling, some bottle aging. Um, I'm not a I'm and hey, if you guys want to donate a bottle to age and see what how it turns out, I'm welcome to do that too. I mean, this little experiments sometimes aren't cheap, but from my understanding, I can reuse the staves till they don't change the liquid anymore, and then we could go and keep doing this, or I could get more staves. Um, the other thing we could do is we could char them more. I would probably not want to do that comparatively with the American oak, but I probably would maybe with the French and see if it creates a little different flavor profile. Um, so give me some suggestions in the comments. Welcome to it. Otherwise, it's always tequila time. We'll see you soon. Bye.